Came in. I'm Henry Willison, and I'm helping Neil on his campaign like a lot of people in the community. I am supporting Neil for the same reason many of you are. The fact that I think he's the right guy for the right job, great experience, great proven track record of helping the community for all the right reasons. And I think that's what we need, especially at this critical time. But also someone who's not running for supervisor, but who is instead running for trustee, has been part of that effort as well through some very, very tough times, and that would be Dave Lohmeier. So, when we thought about who would be the best person to introduce Neil, I don't think there's anybody who has taken as much grief as Neil, as Dave Lohmeier, and so I figured it was probably best for Dave to do the honors. Dave Lohmeier.
Thank you. Thank you, Henry. Okay, both Henry and Neil Wallace know the danger of handing me a microphone in any type of captured audience. I made one promise that I would be brief. I'll see how close I can come to that. But I'm absolutely honored that Neil would allow me to introduce him today, and I want to thank everybody for coming out to this first official kickoff to Neil's campaign. I want to tell you that the last 4 years, for those of you who've watched TV and found the new reality show in Independence Township, has been a lot different than I thought it was going to be coming in. I think it's been a lot more challenging, but I got to tell you what, we've accomplished a lot more, and there's something about going through fire with people. And Neil and I have gone through a lot of fire together over the last few years, and a lot of you have gone through it with us. I will tell you that we've accomplished a great deal in the last 4 years, and we have a lot to be proud of. I will tell you that some of the things I'm most proud of are reestablishing our fiscal responsibility, putting us on a track with a balanced budget. We have been accused of hiring. We've hired an HR director, we've hired a budget analyst, we've hired people. And I got news for you, we have, and we're doing a lot better in those roles, and we're still spending less than our former supervisor spent doing it. We've introduced a lot of fiscal responsibility. I will tell you, what we need most going forward in the next 4 years is fearless leadership. And there is nobody on the board, period, as fearless as Mr. Wallace is currently. I could stand up here and I could do a long time on all the accomplishments and all the things that I'm proud to be associated with Mr. Neil Wallace for. But I'll leave you with this. Several times in the last probably 2 years that we've been absent a supervisor in the office, the question's been raised that we need leadership in Independence Township. And I would challenge that. We don't need leadership in Independence Township. We have leadership. We should just have it in the supervisor's role. And if you have any question about this, how many people watch the occasional Independence Township board meeting? Okay, I'm going to give you an exercise that you'll have a little fun with. We have these on file at the library. You can check out the DVDs. They're not checked out a whole lot, so they're usually available. Try this on for size. And I'm going to be very honest about this. Check out any CD, any DVD you want, but if you'd like, check out one of the more interesting meetings. Put it in the TV and turn the volume all the way down. Now, most of you will know that Neil sits in the favored position of Mr. Dan Travis's old spot at the far stage right, your left on the podium. I want you to watch when really critical, tough questions get asked to the board, when the really hard issues are up. Keep the volume down and watch how many times all of the heads on the board turn towards Neil. I will tell you, I can't imagine how we would have gotten through some of the toughest situations without Neil stepping up, and quite frankly, some of Mr. Wallace's most adamant opponents will still look to him for the answer, because he knows where to go, he's fearless about it, he's not easily intimidated, and he has gotten us through some of the toughest times. I am proud to be running with Mr. Wallace for board next year, and we could not have a better candidate for supervisor. So please, welcome Neil.